Marvin Jones Jr. is from Fort Lauderdale and is the son of former Florida State great and NFL veteran Marvin Jones Sr. Jones also has a half-brother who plays defensive back at West Virginia. Marvin attended American Heritage High School, a football powerhouse where he would start on the football field and also in track. When Jones got to high school, he was on the leaner side and started his career playing wide receiver. During his sophomore year, he missed multiple games with an injury, but still was able to get snaps on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball, helping American Heritage finish the year 10-2, making it to the third round of the state playoffs. During his junior year, Marvin started at defensive end for a defense that allowed 11.2 points per game, and he finished the year with 55 tackles, 14 tackles for a loss, 13 sacks, and a forced fumble, along with a fumble recovered for a touchdown. He finished the year being named to the Miami Herald 5A Independent first team and helped the Patriots win the Sunshine State 5A state title. As a senior, Marvin Jones Jr. played tight end, having 63 receiving yards and a touchdown, and was also primarily a stand-up edge rusher, having 46 tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, and 5 sacks. He was named the finalist for the CBS 4 Nate Moore Trophy and helped the Patriots go 6-4 and make it to the second round of the playoffs. Jones finished his high school career playing in the All-American Bowl and pressing against some of the nation's top talent. Hey you! Yeah, you! Do you think Marvin Jones Jr. is a future star at Georgia? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it because it would really help the video in the algorithm. As of now, according to 24/7 Sports Composite, Marvin Jones is a 5-star recruit who's the second best edge, 4th best player in Florida, and 24th best player nationally. He received over 33 different Division I offers, likes of Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Oklahoma, and USC. Jones' final 3 schools came down to Alabama, Florida State, and Georgia. For his senior year, Marvin took a trip to Tallahassee and thought it was just going to be a regular recruiting trip. It was more than that, as the Seminoles coaching staff put on a full-court press trying to land the legacy edge rusher. Marvin's first thoughts when it came to Florida State was that it felt like home. He loved the energy of the program and liked how the coaches recruited him as an individual rather than a legacy player. The other thing that stood out to him was one of Mike Norvell's pitches telling Knowles 24/7, "He let me know the 3 reasons why I shouldn't come here." That is not something a lot of coaches would say to me. He let me know that if I come here, it isn't going to be easy. He left the unofficial visit having the Seminoles ranked high on his list and planned to take an official visit during the Miami game. When it came to Georgia, Jones fell in love with Athens and the campus. The first trip to Athens really made the Bulldogs one of his top choices when it came down to choosing his schools. During October of his senior year, he told Sports Illustrated, "Athens is a great place from what I've seen. The team is a bunch of dogs, they really work hard. I met with Coach Dan Lanning and Coach Smart before I left. They let me know they have a lot of guys leaving, I think 4 at the position. Basically, they really need me, honestly. It means a lot coming from the #1 team in the nation and the #1 defense in the nation, that they want me to help keep that going." He took his official visit to Georgia the weekend before National Signing Day. Throughout the season, he was also impressed with how great the defense played. In the end, Marvin Jones Jr. chose to commit to Georgia over his father's alma mater. He told the Sun-Sentinel that where his father went to school did not really play a part in his decision. His father never really pushed him in one direction or another. Jones went on to say, "I would say the ability to play early drew me to Georgia. The school has so much history and obviously they're on the path to win right now." This was a huge win for the Bulldogs, with Jones being projected to be a future first-round pick, and have a comparison to Joe Tyron Shoyinka by Andrew Ivins from 24/7 Sports. He has an explosive first step and has the potential to be a future superstar, but is viewed as a prospect that is not fully developed with a high ceiling. Marvin Jones Jr. planned to enroll early at Georgia. A funny story I came across involved Marvin Jones in the Orange Bowl. There's a picture floating around with Marvin Jones in a black Georgia hat and red Georgia shirt, surrounded by a sea of Michigan fans at the game. His goal going into his freshman year is to become a freshman All-American. I think Marvin Jones Jr. has all the tools to be a future star at Georgia. But what do you think? How will Marvin Jones Jr. do at Georgia? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out my videos on fellow Georgia Bulldogs, Michael Williams, and Brock Vandegrift right here. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.